This is Crenshaw, Briggs, and VT. We want the touchdown, we not trying to go for 3. And it's best if you get up out the street, cause them bulls out the pen and they about to stampede.
What inspired you to become a producer in the sports industry? Like, is there a certain person, or is it just like, hey, I just want to do this?
To be honest, man, I originally didn't want to get into sports, man. I was just a regular fan that, keep up with sports. I watch Sports Center and that's about it. But I always wanted to work in the hip hop station. But nowadays they really don't have any positions like that. They kind of got the DJ doing everything. So my only way in the business was through sports, because sports, they always need people to run the boards or, work game days and stuff like that. And once I got into that, I fell in love with it. It was, it was fun to do. It was fun interacting. I never even thought I would be on air like that because believe it or not, man, before I went to broadcasting school, I was a shy dude. I ain't see myself cracking the microphone or doing anything like that. So, I got into sports. I just got super comfortable. I started doing more research on what I need to know. And it was pretty cool, man. But to answer your question, people I looked up to, I always looked at people like Stuart Scott. Rest in peace, Stuart Scott. Because
damn, that's setting the bar high, bro, right there.
Yeah, because you know what? Out of all the people, because he wasn't the first black person in sports, right. But if you look at somebody like him, that's somebody I could kind of relate to, because the way he talked, some of the lingo he used is some of the lingo I use or I heard of. So the way he break down highlights, it was like, dang, that's cool. I can relate to that. He wasn't just giving the highlights, just read from the teleprompter. He would put his own flavor to it. Where I'm like, okay, like people in the hood can relate to Stuart Scott. So right. That's somebody I always looked up to. And right now, somebody I look up to my man, JR Sport Brief. He do the CBS national show at night.
Yeah.
And the dude is dope. If you look up his history, how he started, he just started on the YouTube. He started like, pretty much how y'all started. Just
that's the goal, brother. That's the goal.
Yeah. He started with a YouTube channel. He would pump out content, and this was like 2009, 2010, and he just kept going with it. So if you look at his old YouTube channel, this dude got interviews with Kobe Bryant. He got interviews with all type of random people, and he do it all, man. I think he do some work. So I think he stay in Atlanta. So he do some work with the hip hop station out there, V103. So he worked with Big Tig. Remember Big Tigger that used to work with BET? So he do some work with him. He do his night show. He fill in for the Fan up in New York. So he's doing a lot of stuff. And when you listen to him, he's just him. He be himself. He talk about, stuff his own way. He don't sound like a Landry Locker, or he don't sound like a Sean Pendergast. He's pretty much JR. He's real. He's legit. So I look at somebody like that right now, like, damn, if I could just be Figgy Fig, people gonna like me. I don't have to, because I used to think I had to sound a certain way to be in sports. And that's not the case, man. They just want they want you to be you. You don't have to sound like Colin Cowherd. You can be yourself. So that's why I look at people like JR who is himself. I look at Ron the Show Hughley, who is himself, and a lot of black folks like that. So I look up to all those dudes.
This is Crenshaw, Briggs, and VT. We want the touchdown. We not trying to go for 3. And it's best if you get up out the street, cause them bulls out the pen and they about to stampede.